Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, a lovely student. Okay, this is new chapter for Form 3 syllabus KSSM, Chapter 2, Standard Form. So this is part 1. So our learning standard for this video explain the meaning of significant figures and hence determine the number of significant figures of a number. Okay. Significant figures. What does significant figure mean and how do you determine the number of significant figures of a number? Okay, we use measurement in many situations in our daily life. Example of frequently used measurement are length, distance, mass, temperature, area and speed. So the estimation of a measurement can be done using approximation. For example, the distance between the Earth and the Moon is 384,400 kilometers. This value is an estimation calculated using certain method and stated as an approximation. The degree of approximation of a measurement to the actual value shows the level of accuracy of the measurement. The skill in making estimation and approximations can help you in many situations in daily life. Okay, the significant figures of an integer or decimal refer to the digits in the number stated accurately to a certain degree of accuracy as required. The number of significant numbers is counted starting from a non-zero digit. Okay, in general, all non-zero digits are significant figures. Number 2, the digit 0 between non-zero digit is a significant figure. Number 3, the digit 0 at the end of an integer is a significant figure according to the level of accuracy required. Next, the digit 0 at the end of a decimal is a significant figure because it determines the level of accuracy of the decimal. The last one, the digit 0 before the first non-zero digit is not a significant figure. Okay. If you don't understand this, don't worry. After this, I will explain more by looking at some examples. Okay. How do you determine the number of significant figures? Have a look at this. For decimal, not significant figures, 0.00, the zero number in decimal number is not significant figure. Used only to determine place value of digit 5. After the number 0 here, you have number 5, digit 5 here. So this is significant figure. Okay, all non-zero digits are significant figures. The 0 here, the digit 0 here, between or at end of decimal is a significant figure. So the 0 in between or at the end of the decimal number is a significant figure. Okay. Let me repeat again. the zero number for decimal number, before the first digit that are non-zero digit is not significant. Alright, not significant. The first digit that are non-zero, which is number 1 to number 9, non-zero, are significant figure, and a digit 0 between a non-zero digit and at the end of the decimal number is a significant figures. Alright, so this is for decimal number. Next, for integer, the non-zero, the zero between the non-zero digit are significant, and these three also significant figure. But the zero here, significant figure depending on level of accuracy required. Alright. This one we will look at the example. Alright. So look at this example. The question will ask like this. Determine the number of significant figures for the numbers below. So have a look at example A, 2763. So how many, or determine the number of significant figures. So this is the solution. So we just write the answer like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for A, 4 significant figures, because all the digits in this number are significant. So for example A, there is 4 significant figures. For example B, this is also 4 significant figures. Have a look at this digit 0. The digit 0 between non-zero digit is a significant figures. If the digit 0 in between non-zero digit, so the 0 is significant. So total here 4 significant figures. C, this is also 4 significant figures because all the digits are significant. Even though here got 0 digit, but the 0 digit is between the non-zero digit, so this 0 digit is significant. For D, it depend on accuracy of the number. For example, 15,000. This number can be two significant figures if level of accuracy is to the nearest thousand. Alright, so this is the meaning of the level of accuracy. So we can say that 15,000 is two significant figures if level of accuracy is to the nearest thousand. 15,000 also can be three significant figures if level of accuracy is to the nearest 100. 15,000, we also can say this is four significant figures if level of accuracy is to the nearest 10. 15,000 also we can say that this is 5 significant figures if level of accuracy is to the nearest 1. So which is the correct answer? So it depends on the question. Okay. Usually the question will give the accuracy, level of accuracy. So based on the level of the accuracy that stated in the question, so you can determine the number of significant figures. So have a look at E. So this is decimal number. As from the previous slide, I said that the 0 digit before decimal point is not significant. So for this example E, the significant figures only 4, starting from 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so the 0 before decimal point is not significant. For F, okay, this is only 3 significant figures, same as just now from my previous slide. The 0 digit before the decimal point and after the decimal point are not significant. So for this question, only 3 significant figures, starting from digit 8. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 significant figures. For G, so this is all are significant. So 5 significant figures. H also 5 significant figures. As I mentioned earlier from my previous slide, if you okay, you have a look at this. So the 0 after decimal after the non-zero digit is significant. Only the 0 before decimal point and before non-zero digit are not significant. Alright. So for H, here altogether 5 significant figures. I really hope you understand about these significant figures. So this is your homework. Mind test 2.1a, state the number of significant figures. So your answer just like this in the bracket with in color. You can write significant figure can be written as point F. Okay, S dot F. So for example, state the number of significant figures for the following number. For example, A. So A is just like the question here. So you can give your answer 2 significant figures, 3 significant figures, or 4 significant figures. The 3 answers are accepted. Okay, so next for this is our learning standard for this video. Round off number to certain numbers of significant figures. Okay, now we want to round off. This round off not the same as you round off for this. This is a different one. So how do you round off a number to a certain number of significant figures? From the previous knowledge, you always will be asked to round off a number the nearest 100,000, 10,000 for. But for this video, you were asked to round off a number to a certain number of significant figures. Okay. So, do you still remember how to round off a number to a certain place value? So, the same concept and method are used to round off a number to a certain number of significant figures. Okay, have a look at this example. Round off each of the following numbers to 2 significant figures. So this is the difference from the round off certain place value. Before this, you will be asked to round off a number to the nearest place value. For example, 10,000, 100,000. For this video, you will be asked to round off the number to 2 significant figures. So based on this, your answer should be in 2 significant figures. Okay, have a look at example A. So this is the first digit here. This is the first significant figures, and the next digit will be the second significant figures. So have a look at the number before 2 significant figures, which is number 4. Okay, before this, let me use my pen in order for you to look easier. Okay. The digit 6 here is the first significant figures, and the 3 here is the second significant figures. Have a look at the number next to the second significant figures, which is 4. So 4 is less than 5. So 3 will remain unchanged. Right? So answer is 33,000. So this is in the form of 2 significant figures according to the question. Okay. So question asks you to round off to 2 significant figures. Okay. B. This is first significant figures and second significant figures. So have a look at this number 7. 7 is greater than 5. So you must add 1 at the 2 significant figures here. So answer will become 2,500. Right? So this is 2 significant figures based on the question. So number 3, C, example C. So this is the first and second significant figures. Look at the digit after the 2 significant figures, which is 5. 5 is equals to 5. So thus you have to add 1 or plus 1 to the previous number. So the answer will be 7,000. So this is 2 significant figures. Okay, example 3. Round off 68.79 to 3 significant figures and 1 significant figure. Alright. So this is first, second, and third significant figures. So have a look at this digit. Digit 9 is greater than 5. So you have to add 1 to digit 7. So this is your answer. No need to write 0 after the digit 8 here, because when you put 0 here, it's not 3 significant figures anymore. It becomes 4 significant figures. So this is, you have to be very careful. Don't write 68.80. Before this kind, you learn from the previous year from primary school. Okay, you have to put 0. So for this syllabus, no need to put 0, because if you put 0, it's not 3 significant figures anymore. It becomes 4 significant figures. So please leave your answer like this, in 3 significant figures. This is very important. Alright. Next, to the round off to 1 significant figures. So this is the first significant figures. Have a look at this digit. So 8 is greater than 5. So you have to add 1 here. So it becomes 70. So this is 1 significant figures based on this situation. Okay. If you ask me, why 70? 70 is 2 significant figures. Why we don't write the answer 7? Because 7 is 1 significant figures. This is wrong. Okay, we have to put 70 as the answer, because 70 also we can say that 70 is one significant figures or two significant figures. As from the previous, let me show you from the previous. Okay, like this. So the number 0, 0 here, okay, this number we can write as 2, 3, 4 or 5 significant figures based on situation or based on question. So same as this. Okay, this one. Okay. Based on, same as this. The original question is 68. So the answer should be 70. For example, like we buy something in the shop, we ask the seller about the price. Okay, so the seller will say to you the price of the thing that you want to buy is 68 ringgit 79 cent, for example. So if you round off to 7, that means you have to pay 70 if you want to round off 70 to the seller. If you only pay 7 ringgit, so this one not valid lah. Okay, not valid. The price is 68. You know, so how come you want to pay 7 ringgit? So maybe you want to pay 70 for easier to you to pay and easier for seller to no need to give you balance. This is for example. Okay, so I really hope you understand. So have a look at this example for round off 0.0080 to 3 significant figures. Okay, remember the 0 before and after significant figures, after non-zero digit is not significant. So the first significant figures we start at 8. So 8 here become the first significant figures. So digit 0 here become 2 significant and 3 significant figures. So we just look at the number after the digit after the 3 significant figures. This is 5, so you have to add 1 to digit 2. So the answer will be 0.008803. So this is 3 significant figures. So okay, so no need to add 0 for for digit 5 here. No need to put 0, because as I mentioned earlier from the previous slide, if you put 0 here, it's not 3 significant figures anymore. It becomes 4 significant figures. Alright, so for B, so this is the first and second significant figures. Have a look at this digit. This is less than 5, so no need to add 1 here. So this is remain unchanged. So this is the answer. This is 2 significant figures. No need to put 0, 0. Alright. So I really hope you understand how to round off based on significant figures. And this is your homework. So complete the table below by rounding each of the number below to the given significant figures. So this table for 3 significant figures, have a look. Okay, I will show you one example for A. So 1, 2, 3. So this is the digit you have to look. So 9 is greater than 5, so you have to add 1 to digit 1 here. So the answer will be 4, 7, 2, 0, 0. So this is 3 significant figures. Okay, 2 significant figures. Look at number 1, less than 5. So no need to plus 1. So the answer will be 4, 7, 0, 0, 0. 1 significant figure, so have a look at this digit 7. So you have to plus 1 or add 1. So answer will be 50,000. Okay. So for question number 2, calculate each operation below. State the answer to the significant figures shown in the bracket. So this one you do like you do as usual. You do first you have to multiply these two number. Then the answer, the product, you have to plus with 0.75. So, okay, I give you example by using calculator. So, you have to calculate by your own, but here I show you using calculator. So, 2.57 times 4.5. So first, this is the answer, then plus 0.45. So the answer here is 12.015. So this answer you have to round off. So it becomes only 4 significant figures. So for A, the answer will be 12.02. Because 12.015 is 5 significant figures. But the question asks you to round off to 4 significant figures. So, answer will become 12.02. Alright. So, that's all for this video. I really hope you understand. And see you in the next video.